Hello folks, I am at the famed Forrest Gump Point here in southern Utah. Behind me is Monument Valley, and apparently this was used in the movie Forrest Gump. The best time to take a picture here is either at sunrise or sunset. And exactly a year ago almost, I was here with Cody, and I was here right at sunrise, and I got right there in the middle of the road, and there was a couple here that took my picture for me. And I know you all have seen those monuments, right? I'm sure you've seen like picture books of people standing in the road with all those monuments in the background. To get the best picture, you're supposed to actually stand in the road, right? Like center in the road. But there's too much traffic right now, so I'm standing on the side of the road. I should just go run out in the middle of the road. Make the traffic stop. I should. I think the next time I come, I'm gonna buy some of those yellow cones for like to stop traffic. I'm just gonna lay out all these yellow cones to stop all traffic, and then I'm gonna get out here and do my pictures and make my video, and you know, and then when I'm good and done, I'll just go and remove all the little cones, and then I'll say, suckers! I'm gonna so edit this out. You know that would be funny. I should do that. Suckers! Oh, it just occurred to me I'm talking to myself. All right, so that's Monument Valley. I gotta go. Okay, bye. Isn't that the most picturesque view behind me? It's just spectacular, really. I'm kind of waiting around here for sunset. The way the shadows play, you know, as the sun is setting, makes for some really good pictures. I love the peacefulness of the area. You know, the wind blowing, and it's really nice. I was lucky enough to get some photos of the Milky Way while I was there. After leaving Forrest Gump Point, I decided I would head back home. So I had to go through this city called Mexican Hat. And as I was going down the road, I noticed a sign that was pointing to the left, and it said Mexican Hat. And I thought, wow, that's odd. So the road was kind of sketchy, so I flew the drone there instead and noticed there was indeed a Mexican Hat. So the name Mexican Hat comes from a sombrero-shaped rock outcropping, which is on the northeast edge of town. It is 60 feet wide and 60 feet by 12 feet, basically. I did not know this at the time, but it has 2 rock climbing routes that you can actually ascend it. Now, had I known that at the time, I would have crawled up it, or at least partially crawled up it. But it just looked so precarious, I couldn't imagine that they would let anybody climb it. Nevertheless, I stopped and took a look at it and did some photography, as you can see. And it's really, I later found out that the name Mexican Hat has frequently been noted on the list of unusual place names. So after looking at this and deciding, you know, I wasn't going to hike around on it, I decided I needed to leave. And of course, having a truck and a trailer, you have to turn around. So I'm trying to find a place to turn around, and there just weren't any. So I said, well, let me walk down this dirt road here and see where that leads to, and if it, you know, leads to a place that is a turnaround. It did not. If you go straight down this road, it just leads to a cliff, basically. and it was kind of a steep road, but I really didn't have any choices. Trying to back up right there, it would be very difficult because it's not a straight backup point. It's kind of a curved backup, and plus you wouldn't be able to see any other vehicles coming. So I was really in a kind of a perplexed state there. Didn't know what to do. So what I did is I went down the hill and I basically put on the brakes, and the truck and the trailer slid all the way down that hill, all the way to that spot you see right there, which is kind of a flat spot, and I did manage to turn around. So just one of the challenges you face when you're pulling a trailer and you're on a lot of dirt roads. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is the last video for my winter and spring 2020 trip. And it's been fun making them, and thanks for joining me.